View from a balcony, building the blue lawn chairs next to the ice chest. Stuffed 2 grams in the blunt that we just blew. Now I'm getting blown by a bitch who I don't know her name. Gold chain hanging, got a few in the room, but I don't wear them out. Only wear them in the house, cause I shine so bright that I wanna blind you.
Did you hear about the attempt on the Hokage's life? I heard he was attacked while he was in the office, said a guy on the other side of the restaurant. Yeah, I heard about it. I also heard that the one that was attacked him was a former friend of him, said the second guy who was sitting across the other side. They sure got what they deserve. I can't believe they were trying to attack the Hokage. I would have let their bodies to rot and get eaten by the crows, said the first guy. Yeah, the traitor don't deserve better, replied the other guy as he took a sip of his drink. Do you think it's true that they just said the concerned Hinata to Naruto. I don't know, but why would someone do it now? Said Naruto, thinking of the reason. They say the former friend, Kurenai said, could have been hurt. She was pregnant. When I left, said Hinata as her eyes filled with tears. Let me go, see what more I can find out from them, said Naruto as he stood up and walked over to the table where those guys were talking. Hey guys, do you mind if I join? Said Naruto addressing the two of the guys. Whatever, said the first guy, and Naruto sat down next to him. I couldn't help but overhear your conversation just earlier. You know anything more about that? Said Naruto as he leaned forward on the table. Not much really. All that I managed to find out was that there were 5 people involved in that, said the second guy as he took a sip of his sake drink. Any reason know why? Asked Naruto. Who knows? Probably a cup earlier. Why do you care so much? Said the first guy, staring at Naruto. I have a friend there. I just wondering if something happened to him. Is there any info if there might have been a woman in a tent? Said Naruto. I think I might have heard something about a female attacker, but not sure. Thought, said the second guy. Either was enjoying your drink, guy. These one are on me, said Naruto with a smile as he put some cash on the table to cover the drink of those guys. He then walked back to the on the waiting Hinata. Sitting down, he saw their foods had arrived, and Hinata was waiting for him with a concern and impatience. I didn't learn much. There were 5 dead and attacked. Maybe there might have been a female. Not sure though, said Naruto. What we do? I need to know if something happened to Kurenai Sensei and her baby, said Hinata as she was really to cry again. Don't worry, I will. Do whatever I can, I promise, said Naruto as he took her hand and held them tight. After they finished their meal, they had decided to go back to their hotel room, stripped down to their underwear. They both lay down on the bed, looking at each other. Leaning forward, Naruto captured her lips, making her release a light moan, and the kiss pulled her on top of him. His hand moved along her body and finally stopped at her firm rear, groping and handing her butt. He had her moan louder and managed to shove his tongue inside her mouth, wrestling her own battle. His hand leaving her rear, they found a better place behind her back at her bra lock, pulling aside and unclipping her bra. As soon as he did that, her bra fell off her arms, showing her cleavage to him. Flipping the underwear, him now pinned her down, kissing and sucking her neck as he hands and neck her nervous breast. They were so soft Naruto fingered would times disappeared in her flesh when he squeezed them, moving down up from her neck to her breast. He took a nipple in his mouth while playing with it. Other breasts switched from time to time. He gave both nipples the same treatment as he heard her moan. When he pulled them down a bit, Hinata stopped moaning and with a swift move she was out of grip and on the side of the bed, showing him her back. Naruto was shocked to say the least, so he appreciated her slowly to see what was wrong with her. As she went close to her, she was sobbing, her eyes full of tears as she had left her eyes and were rolling down her cheeks. I'm sorry if I did something wrong. You seemed to enjoy it earlier, said Naruto as he put his hand over her shoulders. You did nothing wrong. In fact, it felt amazing, said Hinata as she continued crying. Then talk to me. What's wrong? Said Naruto as he turned around so she would face him. I just can't. Please, don't make me talk about it, please, said Hinata as she lungs at his chest, crying even more. It's okay, I won't push you to do things that you don't want to. I would never do that, said Naruto, rubbing her back to comfort her. She continued crying for a few more minutes, and when she stopped, she had fallen asleep. Grabbing her, he laid her comfortably in the bed, putting back her bra, placing her, comforting her with the covers. Sitting on the side of the bed, he looked over her as she seemed to calm down in her sleeps. What did they do to you, Hinata? Was what Naruto said before he decided to go to bed and join Hinata. Okay, that was chapter. Hinata and Naruto finally managed to make it to the village where Naruto and Jiraiya had first met Tsunade. Their journey too had been mostly silent because Naruto didn't want to bring up what had occurred a few nights ago. They settled in yet in a hotel to rest as the journey had been long and tiring. After hard rest and were refreshing, they decided to go out and start looking around for a certain blonde. The first thing that came into mind about where to look for was gambling place. Walking hand by hand, they reached at the first gambling site. Passing through the security, they were inside where a lot of old men were gambling with horror women's and around their arms. Naruto looked around, seeing no sign of Tsunade. He decided to approach a guy who was surrounded by security and was alone at what seems to be a black jacket table. Walking slowly towards him, he was stopped by security. I just want to talk to the boss here, said Naruto. Security looked at the boss and with a nod from him, Naruto was led to pass along with Hinata. What do you want, brat? Can you see I'm busy? Said the boss as he smoked a large cigarette. I need something information about a certain person. I'm sure you could help me with that, said Naruto as he stood in front of the man. If you need help find someone, then go to the authorities. I'm no police or helping association, said the man, talking of breathing from his cigarette. So if you're not helping me, then how about do some business, said Naruto, sitting down on the chair near the table. What do you suggest, said the man as he leaned forward. How about we game of blackjack? If I win, you give me information I need, and if I lose, I become your bodyguard for life, said Naruto as Hinata looked at him strangely. Why would I need other bodyguards? I already have plenty skillful ones, said the boss, pointing at the bodyguard to take Naruto out of here. As the bodyguard tapped on Naruto's shoulder, Naruto grabbed him by the back and his head, smashing his skull on the blackjack table. You have quite a weak security. You would need a ninja security like me. So you have to say, Naruto said, as he straightened the chair. All right, young man, but notice I didn't came the boss for no reason. No one had beaten me in blackjack, said the boss. I will take my chances. Best out of three, said Naruto. And the man just nodded. Call for the dealer to this job. The man started at the dealer, gave him two cards, and flipped back blackjack. On the showing, the boss had shown Jack, and Naruto had shown Ace. If Naruto timed either hit or stay, flipping his blackwards cards. It was six, having 17 now in his hands. He decided to stay, having the Jack boss flipping his other card, showing it has been five in disadvantage.